What if every volcano on Earth erupted at the same time? Imagine you're sitting at home, enjoying a calm morning, when suddenly every volcano on Earth, yes, all 1,500 of the active ones, plus thousands of dormant ones that haven't done anything since mammoths were alive, decide to erupt simultaneously. No warning, no dramatic drum roll, not even the courtesy of a rumble. Just boom. The first thing you'd notice is the sound. Actually, scratch that. You wouldn't notice the sound because the shock waves would instantly rupture your eardrums. Volcanic eruptions are loud enough individually, and combining them all at once would give Earth the loudest group project in the solar system. But the real catastrophe begins in the atmosphere. A single large eruption can send ash 20 kilometers into the sky. Multiply that by every volcano on Earth, and you essentially give the planet a new, extremely unfriendly ceiling. Within minutes, sunlight dims. Within hours, the sky turns the color of a heavily neglected aquarium. By the end of the first day, sunlight reaching the surface would drop so dramatically that solar panels, plants, and people who hate paying their electricity bill all suffer equally. And speaking of plants, they're doomed. Ash would coat forests worldwide, blocking photosynthesis. Even the toughest trees, the ones that survive storms, droughts, and generations of people stapling signs to them, would collapse under the weight of ashfall. Agriculture would fail almost instantly. Wheat, corn, rice, they'd all be buried under a layer of volcanic sprinkles thicker than your morning pillow. Now let's talk about air quality. It wouldn't just be bad, it would be the kind of bad that makes you nostalgic for the smell of burning rubber. Sulfur dioxide levels would skyrocket, reacting with moisture to form acidic aerosols. Breathing outdoors would be like inhaling the inside of a malfunctioning battery. Even indoors wouldn't help much, unless your house is lab grade airtight, which, let's be honest, it probably isn't. Meanwhile, seismic activity skyrockets. Massive eruptions often trigger earthquakes, and doing all of them at once, the tectonic plates would start playing pinball. Mega-quakes ripple across continents. Tsunamis form in every ocean basin from underwater eruptions and collapsing calderas, turning coastlines into high-speed swimming lessons that no one asked for. Flights are grounded worldwide because jet engines don't get along with ash clouds, unless you enjoy the idea of an airplane becoming a very expensive rock. Then comes the climate shift. The amount of sulfur and ash injected into the atmosphere would dwarf even the largest known historic eruption. The planet would plunge into a volcanic winter. Temperatures would drop globally by several degrees within months. Crops fail, food supplies crash, ecosystems unravel, and humans suddenly realize they're not built for a world where summer feels like late November in Alaska. Would humanity survive? Possibly, but only in small, stubborn groups, huddled around improvised greenhouses and waiting for the sky to clear, which could take years. Eventually, the ash would settle, the atmosphere would recover, and Earth would calm down. But the world left behind would be very different from the one we know. The only good news? You'd never have to hear someone say, "It's just a volcano. How bad could it be?" ever again.